Hi class, thank you for watching my how-to video. I have one question to ask you. Are you ready for your new hobby? What if I told you that you can start your brand new hobby for less than $10? Would you give it a try? Crocheting is a very easy hobby to take on. Not only is it inexpensive, or it can be inexpensive, but also it's a do-it-yourself type of hobby that can be learned at home. Crocheting has its roots in different parts, like in France and Ireland, but I wouldn't know because I learned when I lived in the Dominican Republic. So as you can see, its tentacles have gone all around the world. Everywhere you go, there is a series of people that know how to crochet, learn from their grandmothers. It's a passed down, hand-me-down sort of hobby. So there's a connection to the older generation every time you make a piece. One of the reasons why I love crocheting so much. I started crocheting when I was just a young child, and I started just with the basic good old doilies. And before I knew it, my house had more doilies than what it could withstand. Any house could withstand, for that fact. And eventually I went to high school, dropped it, and never looked back. Then in my 30s, something happened where I longed to find my passion, and I started going back and teaching myself how to crochet. And I actually did that very easily through YouTube videos, tutorials. Because this is a do-it-yourself type of hobby, it's actually very simple to teach yourself how to crochet. As long as you have a little bit of patience, you can do it. So we're going to do this in two different ways. I'm going to talk about what to do, and I'm going to show you some pictures. And then in the second part of the video, I'm going to do an easy to follow tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to do a slip knot, which is the first knot that you do to begin anything in crocheting, and how to do the chain. The chain is basically also known as the foundation of crocheting. So one of the first things that you're going to do is you're going to look at my PowerPoint slide. If you look at the second slide, you will see a list of materials needed. The materials are very simple. A hook and yarn is really all you need. I would suggest that you start with the easier hooks, which are G and H, and you start with just the medium worsted yarn. That's just really an acrylic cotton yarn mix. Nothing furry, nothing sparkly, nothing like that. You want to start with a very nice, simple, and a very light toned, right? So it's easier in the eye if the yarn is lighter, especially when you're first starting and need to see all of your individual stitches. Okay. So now you have your yarn, and now you have your hook, and you're ready to go. So I'm going to show you the first picture. So you can see this is very simple. You really just put one loop on one of the threads on top of the other, creating a loop. Nice and easy, nothing to it. There's no right or wrong way of which way the shorter loop goes. There really isn't. So first step, I bet you all mastered it. The second step is that same loop that you just made, you just fold it over the longer part of the string. So that's the loop, and it's folded over the string. And now that you see this little piece right here, we're going to take the needle and put it right through. Where you took the loop and you put it over that piece of thread. Now you're pulling that piece of thread through the loop. And now you're just going to tighten it by pulling the two tails. It might seem a little difficult. That's why I'm also going to give you an easy to follow tutorial on this, okay? But again, it's just 4 easy steps. You make a loop, you put it on top of your yarn, and you pull the yarn through the loop and tighten it up by just pulling the bottom. So nice and easy. The foundation is a little bit more difficult, but it's totally doable, and you can learn it within 2 hours. I promise, just a little bit of patience. Once you have your slip knot, which is what you created before, you're going to yarn over, meaning you're going to put the piece of yarn over the hook, and then you pull it through the hole. It's that simple. You yarn over and you pull. When you look at crocheting down to its basic core, it really is just making knots and pulling through them. So here goes the second picture that shows you as you continue to loop over and pull through, you will be leaving behind this beautiful chain. Now, don't despair, because now we're going to do this step by step with my video tutorial. So get ready. And here are some of the things that I've been able to make. Now, let's get used. This is the yarn that I'm gonna use to demonstrate how to do the slip knot and how to do the chain, and this is the hook. I pull the yarn from the center. I had already started, sorry. So I just straighten it out, and you guys are gonna see, just like in the pictures, that is as easy as 4 steps. I'm gonna make a loop, just like in picture number 1, nice and simple. Then I'm gonna fold the loop over the longer piece of thread, just like in the picture. And you guys see the one in the middle, just like in the picture. I'm gonna put my needle over it and pull on the tails. Pull on the tails, and voila, there is a slip knot. See how simple that was? So now to create the chain, you have your slip knot, you have your long part, you put it around your finger. You're gonna, again, remember, it's just hooking and pulling. So you're gonna hook the yarn over and you're gonna pull it through that little hole that you made. Let's try it again. You're gonna hook the yarn over and you're going to pull it one more time. Let's do it again. Hook, pull, hook, pull. It's very, very, very simple. As you can see, once you get the motion of your hands, you're gonna be able to very quickly do it. I'm actually going very slow to demonstrate, but you can do this very quickly. See, hook and pull. Let me show you how long it is already. Just like that. Now, after this, I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to cast off. So you grab your scissors and you just cut. This is how you cast off. Then you pull your string all the way. And look at this, it doesn't even come apart. And you have this beautiful chain. That, my friends, is really the beginning of the foundation. Good luck.